let's talk about my drunkest night ever. Damn. What's up, fools? You're probably wondering, what the hell is going on? Well, I got a cigar and I got a beer. And I figured it'd be a good time for story time. I can't keep this thing lit. So, as you know, I've done some alcohol challenges since I started back on YouTube. And, you know, y'all might not care, but I figured I'd tell y'all my drunkest night that I can remember. So, go ahead and get into it. So here's the thing about me. I didn't drink at all when I was in high school and pretty much in college. I didn't start drinking until I was 21, and I might seem surprised by that, but kind of some family dysfunction that I had. My family has dealt with alcoholism, so I was always scared to drink. And then when I turned 21, I was like, we'll try it. So I went my 21st birthday. I went. My family just had one drink. I didn't even like it, and believe it or not, I hated beer. Hated beer. Most people, I think, is like that. They hate beer. When they first start getting into alcohol, because beer is such a bitter taste. I think you just gotta get used to it. But anyway, I was drinking. I liked the fruity stuff when I was 21, but I didn't drink hardly at all. My 21st birthday, when I went with my family, I just had a drink or two. Nothing crazy. But I went to Clemson. Yes, Clemson, South Carolina, and a whole bunch of my buddies and my girlfriend at the time, which is now a fiance. And I had a lot to drink. That's the first time I got drunk. And I really don't remember much about that night. I remember we went to a few bars and stuff, and I know I had a Sprite, a vodka and Sprite, and a big old pitcher. That's right after I was like getting really drunk. I had like 8 or 9 shots because my buddies were just trying to kill me, I guess, that night. But I drank a lot that night for somebody that never really drank before, and they had to help me carry me to the car. Not carry me to the car, but help me walk to the car because I was not able to. You can imagine a 21-year-old who's never really drank before having 9, 10 shots, 4 or 5 mixed drinks within a few hours of each other. Yeah, I was hammered. But anyway, that's not even my drunkest night. I did throw up that night. You could say I was a little very friendly in the car ride home. We're not going to get into that. People that were there know what happened. But my drunkest night ever was last year, 2021. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and say it. At this time, I was dealing with depression. I hated whereas the water heater comes on. I was dealing with with depression. I didn't like my job. I love my family and everything, but I just felt stuck. I wasn't doing YouTube. I wasn't doing anything that gave me joy in life. And alcohol was, I hate to say it, I turned alcohol a little bit during that time. People might say, oh my God, you're still drinking. I'm not that bad. I drink because I think it's fun. It's not because I need one. But it's kind of hard to talk to a story and smoke a cigar. But so anyways, I was a little depressed during this time, and I went over to our dogs. At the time, it was their apartment. We hadn't had this house; they hadn't had their house, and I was feeling kind of depressed. So I brought a whole bottle of Captain Morgan with me, and I think he had some Busch Lights in his fridge. But we were playing NASCAR, old NASCAR 2004, I believe. We were both on night shift, so we were trying to stay up. Me and our dog like to stay up with each other. We were both on night shift because it's easier to stay up at night when you have to stay up with somebody else. Because my fiance works, she has a normal 8 to 5 job. So, and me and our dog have swing shifts and stuff. Mine's more extreme than his, but anyways, so I went to his house, had a whole bottle of Captain Morgan. He had some beers. We were playing NASCAR, all night. And, I was drinking, just making mixed drink after mixed drink after mixed drink. Didn't really think of nothing, but I had a couple beers too. I was feeling good, but I really wasn't hammered. So it's like probably 3 in the morning, and I make one more mixed drink, and I realize that the bottles, I've done drank the whole freaking bottle. And at that point, I didn't really think nothing of it. I was like, damn. Because I had something to eat. It's like, damn, I can hold my liquor. And I didn't really think nothing about it. So I finished my last mixed drink. I think I drank a beer or two after that or something. And it's like 3:30 in the morning. I was like, I told our dog, I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I felt like I just had to pee. I mean, I wasn't really sick or nothing. But I went to go pee. And it's the weirdest thing. It's like right after I peed, I took a look at the sink, and I looked up at the ceiling, or looked up at the ceiling or whatever, and my head literally, it's like a rock dropped on top of my head. I went, and I about dropped to the floor. Like I caught myself, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. So at this point, I stay in the bathroom for a second, and I'm down on my knees. I'm like, oh God. I start feeling sick. And sure enough, I start profusely puking all in the toilet. Now, the puking wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was I could not. So when I got down on my knees, I could not get up. I could, like, if there was a fire in that apartment, I probably would have died, because there's no way I could have got up. I was literally could not get up, and I was throwing up. I throw up every 5-10 minutes, and the more I threw up, the less it got, but the more I felt like more my body was like, you have to get all this out. And I could not move. I literally remember at one point, I was laying down on the ground. I reached my hand around the sink, because the sink's right near the toilet at their apartment. Reach around the sink, try to grab the handle, turn the water on, the cold water on, and I'm literally taking my hand. I'm like laying on the floor. I get just a little bit, and I'm trying to fling it. I'm trying to fling it on my face, just trying to cool myself down, because I was burning up like you never believe. But and I did that I think I was in that bathroom for at least an hour and a half. And our dog, he checked on me, I think about 30 minutes into it after he heard me throw up. He's like, you good, man? I was like, yeah. I wasn't, but, Mama didn't raise no beep. So, I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll get myself together. And I just couldn't. I couldn't. Like, I was literally throwing up every 10-15 minutes after the original couple throw-ups. Couldn't get up. Having my hand out the sink, just trying to get water on me. And finally, it's like 5 a.m. Like, I've been in this bathroom for like an hour and a half, 45 minutes. And finally, our dog's like, hey, man, come on, I got to take you home. It's like, okay. So, I think I got to a point where, and I don't even remember all this. I remember the water and stuff. But from what our dog told me, I threw up 20 times. Didn't realize it. I didn't realize I threw up that much. I thought it hit me, I threw up one time, and then I just passed out and just couldn't get back up. Apparently I threw up a lot. So then, I get up on my own, believe it or not. After, I think for about 20 minutes I didn't do anything. I just was laying there. after he told me to get up. So I finally get up. He has to pretty much, and I don't remember any of this, he has to pretty much carry me to my car. The good thing was, the apartment complex that I was living at and the apartment complex that they were living at, it was right next to each other. It wasn't the same apartment complex, like different owners, but mine was just right across the street, or right beside them. So it wasn't a far drive. I mean, I couldn't have backed out myself. I probably couldn't get in the car. He finally gets me in the car. He drove me to my apartment. He helps me up. I remember up the stairs. I remember getting up. Him carrying me pretty much up the steps. And I find my key. I somehow get that in there. I cuss. Whoops. Our dog takes off. He has to run back home. And it's like 5:36 in the morning at this point. And I get in there and I'll stumble to the couch. Didn't even make it to the bedroom. My fiance comes in. She wasn't my fiance yet, but she comes in to the living room. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I didn't even say nothing to her, and she said, "Oh my God!" Like she's like, "Oh my God, you smell like just straight up alcohol." So, actually, I didn't quite pass out yet. I went to the sink and threw up again in my own sink in the kitchen. That's how bad I was. So I finally get done with that. Then my fiance's like, "Oh my God," walks back in the bedroom. Don't want nothing to do with me. I don't blame her. I was a mess. I get back, Dylan made the bedroom, just pass out on the couch. I slept. Slept, what, 6 in the morning? I slept till about 4 in the afternoon. I wake up and I still feel drunk. I can't smell, I can't taste nothing. I thought I had COVID, because 2021, you still had COVID, was a little bit of a problem. So I legitimately thought I had COVID, because I couldn't smell, I couldn't eat, I still felt terrible. I missed work. I missed work that night because I thought I had COVID. I felt that bad. I went to the doctor or whatever to get my COVID test. I was negative, but it literally, that me drinking all through my whole bottle of Captain Morgan and a couple beers, I was pretty much comatose for over 24 hours. You hear the train behind me. We got trains all around here. But anyways, that was the drunkest I've ever been. It made me miss work. The next day I went to work, I still felt like I felt that bad. It was crazy how bad I felt. I would never recommend you ever doing anything like that. That's the last time. And since then, I really don't even drink liquor that much anymore, just because of that night. I mean, I'll drink liquor. I'll drink a few mixed drinks here and there. But my go-to is beer. Just because it doesn't do that to me. Like, I've drank quite a few beers, and I've had a headache, hangover and stuff. I've never thrown up because of drinking too much beer. Well, other than 6 beers in 6 minutes, but that's a little different story. Damn, that train just coming through here, ain't it? Sorry, guys. But that was a bad night. My drunkest night ever. I don't remember. I remember, getting up, saying I gotta go to the bathroom. I peed. I looked up, down. I fell on my knees, and then I threw up once or twice. And then after that, I don't remember up until walking up the stairs to my apartment. I don't remember the car ride. I don't remember any of that. But yeah, that was a bad, bad night and night after. It made me miss work the next day. To this day, I've never drank that much liquor, and I never want to ever again. And like I said, I was going through a little bit of depression at that time. I would say never turned to alcohol. I turned to it a little bit. Now I'm good. I'm doing YouTube. I'm doing the podcast, stuff that I like to do. I still work at the same job, but it's a little easier now just because I know I got stuff I look forward to outside of work. That's something I did not have back last year in 2020 and stuff. So, hope you guys enjoyed this little different little type of thing. Story time. I've had a lot of alcohol videos. I thought, if y'all wondered what's my drunkest night ever, I got a few nominees too. It's actually, I think it was 2 weeks after that, our dog got married. And the night before, we had the rehearsal and all that stuff because I was in his wedding. And I was still kind of dealing with depression too at that point as well. It was a couple weeks after that. And I drank a lot. And I was very, very in a similar position that night as well. But since then, I've had one bad moment this year, a couple months ago. But other than that, I really don't get that drunk anymore. I drink. I know my limit now, and I know what not to go over. I know how much liquor I need. If I am drinking liquor, how much is too much now. So, but yeah, thought y'all might enjoy that. It's my last cigar. I bought this when we got this house, and I had this one saved up. So I figured I'd use it for story time. I know a lot of YouTubers do this, but I'm rambling on. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this little different little video. Hope y'all took something away. Hope y'all got a laugh or two with my story. But that's it. We'll get back to the normal type of videos on Thursday. Thought I'd switch it up for y'all today. But for Trent Davis, where there's a will, there's a way. And damn it, we did it today. We told a story. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Peace out. Oh, I wanna peace out. Oh yeah. I don't do this much. Train.